Hey, hey, how? See? No. It's been a weird few days. Anyhow, as some of you may have guessed, I don't script this. I just basically talk off the top of my head. Sometimes I just pull this shit out of my brain and shake it off and see what happens. It's not always good, but hey, it is what it is, and I told you I'd keep it real. Now, I do apologize about the lighting. I have a light coming. It'll light up my face better. Right now, the flickering light you see is the TV that is a foot and a half away from my face. Which is better than having it on a black screen, which darkens my face. So if I look a little rosy at times, well, that's because the TV's got bright red on. You know, I really don't know what I'm going to talk about until I hit record, because I don't really have anybody here to bounce ideas off of, except Abby, and well, she doesn't talk. She just kind of licks my face and jumps in my lap. But then again, she's a puppy, and that's what puppies do. But I was just on the phone with somebody that I know, and I really feel for the guy. Seems like a nice guy, really having a hard time. And he's really struggling financially and emotionally and, well, pretty much in every way you can think of. He's one of those people that went through life pretty much certain he was going to be able to get through life on his job and retire. And, well, yeah, guess what? Didn't happen. The company he worked for closed down. He was out of work, and he was at an age where people just don't want to hire guys like us because of whatever reasoning. I mean, I heard a lot of excuses. One, the popular one was I was just too old and out of the game for too long to go back into IT. But when I had just gotten pushed out of IT, it was I made too much money and I can't hire you for that reason. So, the excuses never stop. It basically boils down to they don't want to hire you because you're old or you're fat. And really, it's that simple. And I'm sorry this camera keeps going in and out of focus. I'm working on that. I'm trying out different things, seeing if I can get something better. But, kind of having a shortage of funds and a shortage of equipment. It just is what it is. So, going back to Scott, everybody that I see talk to him on Facebook in the groups and stuff are all saying basically the same thing. Change your mindset, change your attitude. And he's just not getting it. Everything is, I can't do this because of, and it's always, I'm broke. I have no money. Instead of looking for ways to get around it and find free ways to do things, he's finding excuses. And I did that for a long time. I've had a lot of great ideas over the years. Still have them, but I always fell back to the excuse of I had no money. I had no contacts. I had no this. I had no that. The reality is, if I'd have really wanted it bad enough, and I was in the right mindset, emotionally, psychologically, I would have made them happen because they were great ideas. They would have revolutionized a lot of things. But I didn't. Can't go back. Can't change it. Does it mean I can't do them now? No, it doesn't. But what I'm working on at the present moment is, well, it's going to be interesting. If it works, it'll work great. If it doesn't, I pick up and start over, do something else. I can't stop. I no longer have time for plan B, plan C. I'm down to plan Z. And, there's nothing after Z. That's it. When you get to plan Z, and if you fail, well, you might as well just shoot yourself between the eyes and call it a day. Spending 6 months thinking I'm dying, thinking I'm going to be dead soon, and I still haven't done certain things that I really, really want to do, like see my grandchildren, see my daughters, see my new son, who's not so new. Spend some time with old friends and family. That's what weighs on you when you start to go down that road of facing your own demise, your own end. You start realizing the things you wished you had done, and all of the things you wished you had done differently. Yes, I got my life back. I got another chance. I'm not giving it up. I'm not screwing it up. I will do those things. I will make things happen. I will put things in place to make sure that my family is taken care of. And no, not every one of the people I consider family is blood related. Because I have a lot of friends who have been more family to me than my own biological family. I mean, the biological family that I take care of, I can count on one hand. And the rest can go fuck themselves. But my family, what I consider my family, is rather large by comparison of a lot of people. Because I place value on what they are as people and individuals and what they mean to my life. And if I can take care of them, I will. And I'm going to. The other thing I'm thinking about when I was talking with Scott is I just can't find a way to get him to understand there is help if he just asks. I have told him twice now. If you need help, just ask. I will do what I can. But he's not listening. He's so closed off, trying to make money, that he has not seen the larger picture. And I'm going to try to help him one more time. And if he listens, great. If he doesn't, I'm not going to keep beating my head against a wall. And I know I'm doing these videos as kind of a chronicle of my life, and I also told you that they are not in any specific order. You have to understand in your life, if you're watching this, you have to understand the people that bring you value. If they don't bring you value, meaning make you look good, make you feel good about yourself, are there for you when you need them, that's the most important value right there. Is if you need them, they're there no matter what. Maybe not physically, but they'll talk to you on the phone. They'll check up on you if they don't hear from you for a while. You have to know what value people place on you. I know a lot of family members, for a lot of different people, that place little value on someone because they don't gain anything that they perceive as valuable. Because they are all about what's in it for me. They're all about themselves. And the thing is, they place value on the wrong things. The things that most people place value on is this computer, this microphone, the camera, my cell phone, my pool table. That's what people place value on. And I realized, facing my mortality and my demise, what I valued most. I value my family, mom, dad in Reno, mom in Texas, Uncle Richard, Aunt JD, my sister Linda, my brother Dan, Angelo, James, aka Ninja, even Leroy, Captain Dave, my brother from another mother, my wife, my children, my grandchildren. These are the things I value the most. Everything else can be replaced. That's not to say I want to lose my dog or my cats. I love them and I value them, and I will protect them. But the everything else can be replaced. It has no tangible, real-life value to me. I don't need a 30-room mansion. I don't need gold jewelry. I don't need fancy name brand clothes. Guy I consider a little brother, Don, He lives in Florida. He's real stuck on material things and making money. Love him to death, but I tried to tell him what the most important things were, and he doesn't really get it. He's starting to. He's having to come into it on his own. But he still has too much value on money. You know, and my best friend Kenny, this year we will have been friends 36 years, 36, 37 years. And I've reached out to him a few times. He's chosen not to reach back. I let it go. But when I see him, I see him. And it's kind of like, well, we were never apart. His brother, Jay, I love Jay. He was on a Navy ship that had a magazine explode on deck, and there were a couple of sailors were killed and a bunch injured. And I was worried. Didn't know. Took me a week to find out that he was okay. That's when I knew I cared about him. Before then, I really didn't understand it, because he was the little brother that was just always hanging around. But it was that incident that told me how much I cared about him. I finally told him a few months ago. I think it took him by surprise. So I guess my point is here, figure out what you value the most first, and that will tell you who you are as a person. And when you understand who you are as a person, that's where you need to start looking and going, okay, what do I need to change? What do I want to be? Because if you're miserable in your life, you honestly really can't blame anyone else in your life for you being miserable. Because if they're making you miserable, you're allowing them to be there. If you're miserable just because you don't like your job or don't like where your life has been or where it's gone, then change it. I'm not saying quit your job because you hate it. I'm saying start small, change what you do. Little by little, make differences, make different choices, make changes, and you will slowly start to see an improvement. But you've got to start up here. Because Earl Nightingale was right back in the 50s. You are what you think about. If you think every morning, oh, my life sucks, well, then your life sucks, and you're going to go through life with that attitude. Because if that's the first thing you think when you get out of bed in the morning, that will generally stay with you all day in the subconscious. It will affect you. If you wake up and go, cool, another day. Look at your dog or your cat or your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend or whichever way you float your boat, and you tell yourself, it's a good day. It's going to be a great day. And no matter what happens, keep telling yourself that. Because it will be a great day if you choose it to be. Hey, look, I'm alive. I got up this morning. That means I've got one more chance to see my grandkids and meet them face to face. That means I got one more chance to give my daughter a hug and a kiss and tell her face to face how much I love her. That means I've got one more chance to make amends with a son I didn't know about until 2-3 weeks ago. And it means I've got one more chance to make amends with a stepson who absolutely does not like me. And I can't make him like me, but I can sure as hell try. So, change your mind. Change how you see the world. Change how you see yourself. Don't let anybody bring you down. They ain't worth it. If they're so miserable that they've got to try to make you miserable, feel sorry for them. Pity them. Don't get angry. Takes work, but it's worth it. Trust me. Now, I started a new Facebook group page. It's attached to my public profile on Facebook, John Risley. Got my ugly mug on it. The group is called Valhalla Marketing. If you send me a friend request on Facebook for the John Risley account and you don't already have an invite into the marketing group, into the Valhalla group, I will just send you one if you request it. It's really simple. Yes, the group is called Valhalla Marketing. But it's not about selling you anything. It's about selling heaven. See, Valhalla is the Norse word for heaven. What I'm doing in there, in that group, is I'm trying to get people who want to better their lives. Ask questions, communicate, inspire, motivate, drive. There I will list, as I go through this process of building my business, building my brand, if you will, I will share with everybody in there what I do, what I make, how I do it, how I make it. And if you want help doing the same thing, I'll help you. But I'm not going to hold your hand. I'll show you what to do. I'll tell you how to do it. I'll help you do it, but I'm not going to do it for you. Because you've got to want to do it for yourself. So, that's my tirade for the day. I'll probably try to do another one tomorrow. My light should be in Friday, so should be able to brighten up my wonderfully ugly little mug. And then I'll try a different camera and see if I can stop this autofocus crap, because that's getting real annoying. Probably makes me look better though. Hey, sorry it's been so long. Sorry I've been long-winded. But really don't know what I talked about. Yeah, I do. No, I know what I talked about. The message is there. I'll help any of you that I can. If you want help, let me know. If you don't want help, well, I can't help you. Still love you, but I can't help you. God bless, take care, and see you on the flip side.